Okay, so we're going to start off by just pushing my hair back with the headband that I usually use. And then I'm going to prime my face with the NYX Angel Veil Primer, which I do love. And I just think it just feels so nice on my face. So I do use this primer a lot. And I'm just going to contribute that all over my face, especially places where I'm specifically oily, which is my forehead, my nose, my chin, mainly my T-zone area. Okay, and after doing that, I am going to put some chapstick on my lips because we are working with a dark vampy lip today. So I just get that done. Okay, so the next step for me is foundation. The foundation that I will be using today is called L'Oreal True Match. I absolutely love this foundation. It feels amazing on the skin, very lightweight. And I do use two different shades. The first shade that I put on is N7. Now the second shade that I'm placing on top of N7 is W7, which is a little lighter. But together I get my perfect match. Okay, so now I'm going to be using my beauty blender to kind of melt the product into the skin. I honestly love using the beauty blender. It might be the only thing I use for foundation and concealer. It just makes everything feel so nice and lightweight and just makes your face and your foundation look absolutely flawless. I am fast forwarding this part because it just kind of takes a lot of time. I do blend a lot to make sure everything looks beautiful. But if you guys want to see my foundation routine, just leave it in the comments down below and I would love to show that to you. Now for concealer, I am using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige. I do use the triangle under my eyes. I think that works best for me. I also highlight on the forehead, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and as well as my chin. Again, using my beauty blender, I just start to blend out my concealer. I especially take a little extra time under the eyes because I feel like if you blend a little more under the eyes, it kind of prevents the creasing just a little bit more. I am fast forwarding, but like I said, if you want a little more in-depth video, just leave it in the comments below. Now using the Ben Nye banana powder, I just set everywhere where I put concealer. I do love the baking method, as you will see here. I use a cosmetic wedge, place the powder on the cosmetic wedge, and just set it under my eyes and leave it there. I absolutely love the baking method. I feel like it just brightens my under eyes and everywhere that I used concealer. And I basically do this method all the time. Now on to one of my favorite steps, which is contouring. I take out a palette called City Color Contour Effects. I don't even think I paid more than $5 for it. And I love using that darker ashier brown to chisel on my cheeks. I also place a little bit of that on the tops of my foreheads and under my jawbone to kind of pull everything together. Okay, and after doing that, I do take that warmer brown shade on a fluffy Tula brush and just kind of bronze up my face, as well as using that to blend the contour in a little better. Now onto the eyes, I'm going to be placing down a base. The one I am using is the NYX eyeshadow base in 03. I'm not sure if it has an actual shade name, but the number is 03. I do love using this. It's kind of like a skin tone color, so it doesn't really show off anything crazy. And I just place that all over my lids to kind of make the eyeshadows last a little longer. I do set my eyeshadow base with a translucent powder, and the one I'm using is the Rimmel translucent powder. I'm sure you guys all heard of it. It just kind of holds everything together, so I do love to do this step. Now on to eyeshadow. I'm only going to be using two eyeshadows today, and they're both from NYX. The first one is called Maybe Later, and it's more of a cool tone brown. And on a big fluffy brush, I'm just placing that in my crease and using it as my transition shade. Now for the second color, I'm going to be going in with Blame It on Midnight, also by NYX, as I said before. And with the same big fluffy brush, I'm just going to place that in my crease to give my eyelids just a little bit more definition. Now with the same shade, just a small smudge brush, I'm going to be using that to place it right on my lower lash line to just kind of give it a little color down there, since we're not really doing much with the eyes. Here I'm just using a big fluffy dual fiber brush to just swift away the Ben Nye banana powder that I had baking on my face. Now moving on to blush, and I'll be using one of my favorites, which is MAC's Peaches. And I'm going to be setting this with a small dual fiber brush. I think this color is absolutely beautiful. It's great when you have either bold lip or bold eyes and you don't need to go bold on the cheeks. Now for highlighter, I'm going to be using an oldie but definitely a goodie. I bought this off of eBay because I don't even know if they sell it anymore at MAC. It's called Happy Together, if I'm not mistaken, and I just use that sparkly shade and hit the high points of my cheeks. I also run it down the bridge of my nose as well as on my forehead, my cupid's bow, and on my chin, as you'll be seeing here. Now using that same big dual fiber brush, I just blend everything together. I did do my eyebrows off camera because it does take a little extra time and to me a little extra care because I love doing my eyebrows. But if you guys do want to see an in-depth video, again, leave it in the comments below and I would be glad to show you guys it. My eyebrows is one of my favorite parts. I do take my time and it just takes a little longer, which is why I did it off camera. Now for falsies, I have the Ardell 110s, which is one of my favorites. They look so beautiful and so natural. It does take me a little more time, so I will be doing this off camera as well, but I am using the Duo Glue. I think it's one of the new ones because it has a brush tip applicator, which makes things so much easier, especially for me, where I'm not 100% expert yet on putting on false lashes. Here I'm just curling my eyelashes to make sure that the falsies kind of blend in better with my real lashes. Now with a black eyeliner, I'm pretty sure this one's from NYX, I'll be going into my top lash line to further make sure that my falsies and my real lashes blend in a little bit better. It also makes my eyelashes look a little fuller. Here I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara just to coat my bottom lashes. I love doing this. I just think that it makes everything look so pulled together and so beautiful. I do go in with a second coat on my bottom lashes using the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. I just love this mascara and I love the way that it kind of fans out my eyelashes. Now for the lips, which is the star of this show, I'm going to be going in with a NYX lip liner in Natural. I just kind of line my lips and also fill them in a little bit. This has nothing to do with the color that I will be placing on my lips, but it kind of just gives me a guideline to where I need to go. And it also helps the lip color that I do put on just last a little longer because it does have that base underneath it. Now let's just look at this lip color. It is so beautiful. It is one of my favorite Vampy fall matte lip colors, and it is a drugstore lip color. This is NYX Matte Lip Cream in Transylvania. It is absolutely gorgeous, perfect for the fall, perfect if you love that kind of dark vampy lip. It is so pigmented, it lasts a long time, and it's matte, which is one of my favorite lip finishes. I do overdraw my lips just a tiny bit, nothing too crazy, but I kind of just want this to be the star of the show, like I said. So I just put this all over my lips and it's absolutely beautiful. That is literally it. Thank you guys so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video.